What I ate today on Carnivore. I started off with a keto coffee with butter and heavy whipping cream, and I do use stevia. I bought salmon at Aldi. The package says fresh, never frozen, but I live in Phoenix, so how fresh can it really be? Hopefully it will be wonderful. Well, that didn't go as planned. Bacon and eggs. There's really nothing better. Okay, let me just first start out by saying that to my regular longtime followers on YouTube and TikTok, the reason I look as horrible as I do is because I'm trying to grow my hair out. You know how it's been like really short the last few years. And much shorter than this, if you can believe it. But I'm growing it out. So I'm in that awkward in between stage. So it is what it is. Also, I follow a lot of doctors, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Ross, Dr. Chaffee, a bunch of carnivore medical doctors. They're not just, posers. These are people who actually follow and endorse the carnivore diet. So I've read, seen, heard a whole lot of different ideas about the carnivore diet. And I talked to Jenny Middich, who is someone I follow on TikTok, who I trust. And anyway, you hear so many conflicting ideas. Like Dr. Berry says, eat when you're hungry, don't eat if you're not. But at the same time, you have to eat, for instance, you're supposed to eat your ideal weight, the weight that you want to weigh, which for me is 125 pounds. I'm supposed to eat 125 grams of protein each day. That is so hard for me. 125 grams is a lot of meat. And so, I eat in the morning, like I'll have 8 ounces of steak, we'll say. And then, which is maybe, 50 or 70 grams of protein. I use my Fitness Pal to document or figure out how much I'm having. And I'm not eating near enough protein, the bottom line is. But what about the don't eat if you're not hungry? Well, I'm not hungry because that much food in the morning fills me up. So I'm forcing myself later in the day to eat more. And then also, people say you need to fast, intermittent fasting. And some people say, no, you don't need to do that. Start with 3 meals a day. I've done it all. I've tried. I mean, granted, it's only day 29, but what I didn't mention before is that I've been keto for 7 years. So I've been in ketosis for 7 years. But at one point, I was down to 115 pounds, which is way too little for me. I need to be 125 would be better. At 115, I was really, really, really skinny. And 125 is better. I'm 135. 29 days ago when I started Carnivore, I was 137. And today I was 135. I keep going back and forth between 133.5 and 135. I cannot break it. I want to get to 125. How do I do it? I feel like I'm doing everything right. Although, like I said, I'm probably not eating enough protein. One person on my YouTube channel lectured me for saying I was doing everything right, but I'm using spices. Well, I think everyone knows spices are not going to affect your weight. I mean, I see people all day, every day on YouTube and TikTok who have lost, 150 pounds using spices. So the spices, and by spices, I mean like garlic or cumin or, things like that. And a couple of people have asked me about blood tests. Oh my gosh. Keto has cured so many health issues for me. When I started keto 7.5 years ago, keto has cured stage 3 chronic kidney disease, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, one other big thing, which is slipping my mind at the moment. But anyway, so I know I'm doing it right. 30 years of pre-diabetes. I am now normal A1C and glucose for the first time in 35 years. So I know what I'm doing is good for my health, but I want to lose that last 10 pounds. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. What I ate today, I think, is a good day of carnivore. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think.